Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Infinite Sanctuary Fusion Zamasu, that is the TEQ LR Zamasu, and just how good he does against Omega Shenron. Now I don't have TEQ Zamasu. If I had him it would be a lot better because I could run two of them, but TEQ Zamasu is pretty good. I don't actually have so much of a concern about how TEQ Zamasu is going to do here, because I know TEQ Zamasu is going to do fine here. The real question I have is actually more, is his team going to be able to handle the heat? And it generally does. Look, the Zamasu team got a lot of buffs during the worldwide celebration, just about enough to bring it into line. TEQ Zamasu is obviously a great unit. Int Zamasu does still fine. AGL Zamasu is great. Int LR Goku Black's EZA was very good. Int Zamasu was a surprisingly solid EZA, and even Int Goku Black, the TEQ isn't terrible, just a little bit underwhelming. So his team got a lot of buffs, and also the physical Zamasu who I didn't get, but TEQ Zamasu, he's gonna have no problems. TEQ Zamasu is a Realm of the Gods Worldwide Chaos Fused Fighters lead. He gives 30% for those who are time travelers or final trump card. He greatly raises attacking defense for one turn on his super. He massively raises attacking defense for one turn on his ultra super attack. He has 20% damage reduction for 4 turns from the start of turn, plus an additional damage reduction of 20% for the first turn when there's another Realm of the Gods category ally on the team at the start of his turn. He has Ki +6, attacking defense of 100%. He has an additional attacking defense of 50% when there are no Realm of the Gods category enemies. High chance of critting, damage reduction of 40%, additional 50 after receiving an attack, additional 50%, launches an additional attack within the same turn after receiving an attack, and then he also gets attack of 25% with each attack received. Then he has obviously his domain. He becomes Infinite Zamasu, which obviously raises extreme class allies Ki by 3. He becomes omnipresent, he can't be damaged, and he just does a lot. Really, that just becomes crazy. When he's Infinite Zamasu, he causes AoE damage, big AoE damage, he nullifies all attacks against him, he boosts Worldwide Chaos category ally defense by 60% with 4 more tech key spheres. And yeah, just a very, very good unit. So TEQ Zamasu, very good. Like I said, I never really had an issue with him, even for the int phase, because you can utilize the domain super well here. TEQ Zamasu's domain, although it does reduce his damage a little bit, because what it does is he now no longer has built-in crit, so it does technically reduce his damage a little bit, but the thing is he can't take damage. So it's kind of like the trade-off. You're like, okay, cool, I can no longer take damage, but then it's like you can't do as much damage, but it still doesn't really matter too much, because honestly speaking, yeah, you're just very solid. You're just super duper tanky, very strong, super duper powerful, and yeah, I think ultimately at the end of the day you are an incredibly strong unit that can just tank super well, so it doesn't really matter so much in the grand scheme of things. Now of course, TEQ Zamasu does more than fine. I think his team did surprisingly well as well. I was honestly quite impressed with the team and just how well it did, just in general, considering obviously how many of the units gain their defense upon the super. The team still did well enough to deal with the AoE normals. But yeah, I definitely think he's a great unit. I mean, you can see there the nullification really coming into play. Just sets up everyone else really well. His defensive boost for Worldwide Chaos is also obviously very good. So yeah, I just think he's super solid. Does a great job, really good unit, and just a lot of fun to use. And yeah, I think very consistent and does a very good job. So I was very impressed with him. I think he did great. He's definitely a unit that can lead you to victory, with no doubt. I personally think he's great. And yeah, I think ultimately at the end of the day, if you're someone who's super interested in trying out this team and trying out TEQ Zamasu, there's no reason not to. I think they're definitely a super fun team, and I think if you had your own TEQ Zamasu, you'd probably be getting through this event with relative ease. But yeah, that's basically it for me. Bye.